Hey guys, Canadian Simmer here. How y'all doing? So welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a tutorial video on how to build a greenhouse with a foundation, but the greenhouse is on the ground, if that makes sense. So first of all, the first thing I did was I did a pre-built room. So I just grabbed the octagonal, whatever shape that is, and I placed it, and I just did a small greenhouse for this video. So it's a 4x4, or I should say 6x6 technically, but anyway, so then I raised it up on a foundation, and then I use a flat foundation, because if you use one with trim, it doesn't look as good. It actually looks kind of shoddy. So then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to hit the K button, and you're going to delete the floor. So once you delete the floor, you're going to delete the wall where you're going to place your archway and doors. And then once you do that, I actually placed some pillars just to make it kind of look a little bit nicer. And then I'm going to delete the wall on either side of the frame or the archway, and then I'm going to replace, or sorry, not replace, place 2 more pillars so they're actually on the ground, so it actually looks consistent. And then I'm going to build 2 walls, one on each side, on an angle, so you can place your doors. Now the mistake I made, and I actually realized this in a bit, is you need to make them 2 squares. So when you do the diagonal wall, go 2 squares instead of 1. And then you're going to place your archway with move objects on. So make sure you have your move objects on. Now in this part, what I did was I used the archway, and I just used Control 9 to raise the archway up to kind of give it this cool wood look above it, because that's going to be a big open space and you're going to want to cover that. So I just raised the archway up above the original one that I placed on the ground. And as you can see, I'm just slowly moving the archway up and placing it to fill that gap. Now, one thing I realized after I stopped recording was you could place a window there instead, which it actually looks really cool. And at the end of the video, I'm going to have a picture with the archway all the way up and with the window. And I actually prefer the window because it looks really cool. And it gives you like a nice greenhouse glass effect all the way around, instead of having this one part that's wood. So then once you place that, you're going to find the door that you want to use. And I just use one from Cats and Dogs. And you're going to place it on the angle side. Now this is where I realized that I needed to have 2 squares instead of 1 for it to work. So I'm going to place that pretty quickly here. And this is when I realized, oh, I made a mistake. So anyway, I'm going to place the wall back. I'm going to extend it so it's 2 squares instead of 1 on both sides. Then I'm going to get my door again. And then I realized, oh, I needed to delete the first wall. So technically, you really only need to have 1 square, because apparently I'm not so smart today, and I should have finished my coffee before I started this video. So you delete the first wall, you do it away, and then you need to use Control 9 to lower the door to the ground to actually place it onto the frame. So you do that on one side. I deleted part of the frame because it seemed a bit low. Then I'm going to get the door and just put it where I want it. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So I'm going to place my door on the wall. Then I'm going to take the door, use Control 0 to lower it to the ground. Then I'm going to place it where I want it to go. Hopefully it's even. Now that I'm looking at the video, it looks like it's not even, but that's fine. It's just a tutorial. Play around with it. Do what you think you're going to do, what's going to work best for you, and hopefully it turns out better than mine. So anyway, so once you place the doors, you're going to replace the wall behind it. And then you're going to fix the foundation. And then I just paint the foundation like a solid color, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to place windows all the way around, because it is a greenhouse and you need tons and tons of light. So you need a roof, which I ended up putting a glass roof at the end anyway, so I didn't really need to put a roof in, but I guess I needed it to place the roof. So anyway, just ignore anything I just said about the roof. So yeah, so I placed just a wall all the way across so I could place the roof across. And then I picked my roof that I wanted, where I deleted that wall. And then what happens is when you delete that part, it's going to delete a section of the wall. So you just need to replace it on both sides and fix the foundation. And then you're going to place your roof any second now. I think here I go. No, I'm repainting walls. Or I'm painting walls, which is something I didn't do yet. Wow, I am just all over the place in this tutorial, and I hope I'm not confusing you, but good thing is watching the video, it will actually make sense what I'm doing, and not what I'm saying, which doesn't make sense, and like I said, I need more coffee. But anyway, now I'm placing my windows, so I'm just picking a clear window with no frame running through it. It's not divided, nothing like that, so I'm just going to place a solid frame like that all around my greenhouse. And apparently I'm having issues placing windows today. So I'm going to fix that. Then I'm going to place a bigger one along the sides and the back. And again, I'm having issues placing windows. If you guys could actually see me build in real life, I'm a hot mess. It took me 3 tries to build this greenhouse to get it where there weren't a million mistakes, and at least in this one there's only a couple, other than my voiceover, which I am totally scatterbrained. But anyway, so here's the little greenhouse, la la la. I'm going to place my roof eventually at some point. Here we go. So I'm placing my roof, and this one kind of extends a little bit, gives it an overhang, which is fine. You can place any type of roof you want, obviously by the shape of your greenhouse, whatever works best for you. But, yeah. So here I am, struggling to place roof. I hate roofing. When I played Sims 3, I cringed at the thought of roofing. And at least in Sims 4, roofing tends to be a little bit easier, but I still cringe at it. Like, I always try to make houses that don't have intricate roofing, because I will literally be on the verge of crying if I have to do roofs. And landscaping is my other downfall. I hate landscaping. So landscaping and roofs, hate them. But I try my best. And now I'm going to place a glass roof, and then I'm going to replace the ceiling on the inside, or replace it. Oh my god, I have to stop saying that. Deleting it, so you can see all the way through, and now you have a nice glass greenhouse that's on the ground with a foundation. Here you go. Looks great. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it made sense. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, and have a good day, Simmers. Enjoy, and happy simming.